whatever's left at the table, you can have. But I'm going to take care of home first. And they say, your taxes. Your taxes. We're going to have individual tutors. If we can have all of that, then give it to us now. Don't wait until November the 8th. We need it now. Let me tell you, we have to go vote now. We cannot afford to wait until November the 8th because we may be like Deacon Wilson. We need your vote now. We need you now. And you know, we cannot take these people lightly, and I will continue to love them because I want to make it into heaven. Now, we may disagree on this issue, but we may have another issue down the road that we may agree on. But until they can show me the beef, then I ain't buying this. You know, the little lady said, show me the beef. Now tell me where the beef is. Now, don't you think for one moment somebody knows where the beef is. Somebody knows where it is. That's right. But it's apparent that none of us know. That's right. It's apparent that because we wouldn't be standing there if we knew where the beef was. Now, if we have any QE members here, will you raise your hand? We want to recognize you and thank you for bringing us out here on this Saturday morning. Where are you? I know you here someplace. Everybody here ain't for us. Don't you think QE ain't here in the house? Don't you think they ain't gonna know what we said and what we did this morning? Some of y'all QE and y'all just here, but we want you to know we don't care. We don't care. We're not going to be scared of you anymore. We're not going to keep our mouths closed anymore. And we're not going to put up with your junk anymore. So, QE, if you're here, and I know you're here, you're probably smiling at me right now. You go back and tell them. You tell them that the Friends of Valdosta City School System, we're going to beat you. We ain't got no money, but we got a vote that counts more than your money. We got money because we got a privilege to go to the polls. If you live in the county, you tell your neighbor and your cousin and your mama and your daddy that live in the city to go to the polls on Monday. We need you. We need your support. We need your continued support with your children. It's so good to see the kids here this morning because it's all about the kids. You know, if they could tell me how education could improve, I wouldn't be here because it's not about us. It's about our future. It's not about the Wildcats. It's not about the Vikings. It's about what our children can succeed in and make a good living in so that they can find a good job. But you know, our children are educated, but they can't find a job. You want to know why they don't come back to Valdosta? Because Valdosta won't hire them. If they hire them, they can have a PhD and they want to hire them $725. No, they won't come back to Valdosta because these people have saved up apparently so much money that they can send you a color brochure. They can get somebody that sounds like Morgan Freeman and they can manipulate Dr. King. They done saved their money over the years, so now they can defeat this thing and make this thing a reality, and we're going to lose our school system. We can sit back and think, oh, it ain't going to happen. It happened in Tennessee. It happened in Sumter. It happened in Troop. Because you know why it happened? Because everybody said, no, this ain't going to pass. It ain't going to pass. It ain't going to pass. And when they woke up on November 9th, guess what? It passed. And then you're going to say, oh, I wish I had voted. No, we don't want to hear that. You vote now. If you want it, you get it now. Don't wait until November the 8th. Don't wait because it's going to be too late. And I'm going to leave you with this. That's why they put me at the end. And so when I sit down, you can go home.
Not quite. Not quite.
Oh, we got some preachers that be talking about the money. But we'll talk about money. But you know, money ain't going to do you no good if you don't go to the polls. Because we got some free hot dogs for your money. You ain't got to pay for that. If you want to leave a quarter, leave a quarter. If you don't, go home and eat the hot dog anyway. But let me tell you, we are united. And if they thought that this was going to divide our community, they are sorely mistaken. They have underestimated our ability. They have told us that our school system is inferior. And you know what? They've got people thinking that. You know, they've got people thinking that we're inferior. If you come to the city, you can't go no place else. But we've got children, we've got staff, we've got the best of everything. And you go across this nation and you say, where are you from? I'm from Valdosta. You talking about a conversation? You're going to have a conversation. I don't care whether you're in California or whether you're in New Mexico. People done heard about Valdosta. Now, are you willing to give up something that you love by not going to the polls? Don't do it for Sam. I already made my time. Don't do it for Sandra Allen. She can go home anytime. Do it because we love our community, we love our children, and we want what's best. That's what we want. QE just won't play fair. They want us to come to their meetings, they want us to take their propaganda, and they don't want us to question them. When we question them, all of a sudden we get disrespected. We can't question. Well, I got a question. I got a question. When Roy Taylor has a question, he stand up and say, I got a question. Ain't nobody don't stop him. I ain't got as much money as Roy, but you ain't gonna stop me either because my check don't depend on you. So Kiwi, I know you're here and you probably taping it because I know y'all gonna have a meeting today and y'all gonna talk about this. And we all know we gonna be on your list. But you put me at the top of your list. Because I believe in our school system. And I believe that if we go to the polls, that our vote is going to be worth more than all of your millions put together. But folks, we can preach to you all day long. But if you don't go to the polls, if you don't go and cast your vote, then you just heard some good speaking this morning. And we appreciate you coming and clapping and marching. But if you don't go to the polls, if you don't go starting on Monday if you hadn't been there, and if you don't tell your coworkers, and if you don't tell your friends to go to the polls, there's 2 referendums on the polls. There's one on alcohol and there's one on school consolidation. Well, if you get confused, don't worry about it. Just vote no for both of them. You don't need to be drinking no way. Just don't worry about reading it. There's only 2 things on there. If it's on there and you don't feel like reading it, don't read it. Don't worry about reading it. There's 2 things on there. Vote no for alcohol and vote no for consolidation. So don't even worry about reading it. That's one thing you ain't got to worry about reading because that's the only thing that's on there. So if you see them on there, don't worry about reading. Don't worry about reading. Just vote no. And when you see your friends at work, you ask them every day until they bring you a little sticker, have you voted? Because you know they'll lie to you now. Or they'll say, oh yeah, I done voted. Well, give me your last phone number, your social security number, let me check it on the website. Let me see if you voted. Take your friend, go at lunchtime, go together. We need you. Your kids need you. This community needs you. And we're not going to give up because there are a lot of J's out there. There are a lot of DeAndres out there that need our support, that need our help. Tell your preachers that's not here today. And I know they may be working this morning because I saw 2 pages of obituaries, so I know that some of them working this morning. So they ain't, well, all of them ain't working, but some of them working. Some of them working. I ain't going to put it on all of them. But they need to be preaching it on Sunday morning. And if they don't preach it on Sunday morning, then you stand up. You stand up. Because I tell you what, when they ask you for something to go in that plate, they stand up. So Sunday morning, you tell them, hey, preacher, I want you to tell my folks to go to the polls, and not only go to the polls, I want them to vote no. Why? Because the Valdosta Daily Times told me to vote no. Now, when have you ever heard the Valdosta Daily Times to tell you anything about the Valdosta City school system that was good? Even they said no. They said no. Now, I'm gonna end this thing because I know you're getting hot. Okay, but this may be my last time talking to you. We've got some handouts, we've got some door knockers. You know, we've hit the streets. We can't pay anybody $11 an hour to go door to door. We need your support. We need you to go to our website, vote no for our children. See how you can volunteer. If you can't volunteer, send us $1. We're going to have some folks going around in a basket. If you got 50 cents, throw that 50 cents in there. We got food over there that Mr. Dunn and his group have prepared for us. The hot dogs and the waters don't cost you a dime. The signs that you're holding in your hands, if you didn't pay for them, take them home if you ain't got $4. Put them in your yard. Now, if you're not going to put them in the yard, don't take them home. Give them back to me. Because there are a lot of other folks that want to sign. But I want to encourage you. I want to encourage you to encourage somebody else. Go to the polls before November the 8th. Cast your vote. Cast your vote, and don't worry about this time reading. It says no. And don't do it one time. Go to the next screen and vote no on that one too if you get confused. Right. Vote no on both of them. No, 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 no. Now who's taking up my money? Okay, now before we leave, we're going to have a word of prayer. Because you know we can't do anything without prayer. You know, we didn't get down here safely, down this street, and assemble in this place and have a peaceful get-together without somebody looking down on us. And don't you think you reached this point by yourself because you didn't do it. Now, last night on William Street, we stood up all night long. And we cheered. And we were happy. And we're going to continue to be happy. But we're going